Yeah, I feel like the golf world really got to know you, obviously, when you started working with Tiger Woods. First off, take us through, how did that even come about? And take us through the first time you worked with him. Like, was there nerves involved? Because I would imagine, I mean, this is Tiger Woods. Like,
yeah.
First off, pinch me. Like, how the hell is this happening right now?
Yeah. And that kind of goes back to before, like the life lesson was like things happen slower than, they never happen on the timeline you think they will. They happen slower than they think you will, and they oftentimes happen faster than they think they will, right? And it's like, you're kind of plodding along, I'm grinding teacher, and then all of a sudden you're working with Tiger, and like everything changes like in an instant, right? So, Nota Begay and myself have been friends for a while. He kind of followed my career in Dallas. He was living in Dallas at the time. And he just thought it would be a really good fit. I was starting to teach guys on tour, so I was already out there. And he introduced us. And the first meeting with him was basically, hey, let's talk golf swing. And going into that, I was like, I was so nervous, right? Like, I was like, I'm about to sit with Tiger Woods and talk golf swing. Yeah. And I brought my laptop with a bunch of swings of him over the years, different players, just to kind of like talk about certain principles and relationships that I think, he did when he played his best, and that, most great ball strikers do. And nervous going into it, but once we started talking golf, it was like, it's just like, that's my world, right? Like, I'd spent my whole life, like my whole adult life sort of studying this. So it's just like, it was just very natural for me to talk about golf swing and just talk about like kind of planning for what I think, he should potentially do. That the nerves sort of melted away, and I just kind of got into my own.
So that's my next question. Like, so you have Tiger Woods, arguably the greatest player that's ever played. Like, how do you pick apart his golf swing and be like, I think you should change that?
Yeah, so I mean, it was at a time when he had made a variety of swing changes over his career, and his body was not great. So the whole thing was like, look, in 2000, this is my kind of, macro sort of bird's eye approach of it, was like, in 2000, you hit the ball arguably better than anybody's hit it. Ever, right? Best golf we've ever seen. So in a lot of ways, to me, that's like the gold standard of how to swing a club, especially for him specifically. Now, maybe someone else, that's not the best swing for them. But for him, it's like, dude, you have the precedent of hitting the ball better than anybody's ever hit it, like you did it, right? So we can use this as somewhat of a rough model, but your body can only do so much right now. So to me, it was like, how do we take some of the things that you did back then, particularly how you like deliver the club, how you release it, just the way you controlled the face and all that, and match that with a body motion that can fit what your body can do now. So that, to me, was the rough game plan of where I wanted to go.
I would be like, I mean, that's like, hey, MJ, I think you should shoot
your
three.
Elbows a little out, bro.
You should probably bring that a little in. Like, I mean, that's just crazy. Like, that's got to be a little intimidating, like, going in.